Okay, it's time for a new vlog. With it being the start of a new month, well, the ninth over here in the UK. I hope everybody had a nice Christmas and a happy New Year. Um, for me, 2023 was a bit of a mixed bag for me. In the sense of one, couple of positive things were, like with YouTube, my YouTube, really growing and finally hitting over 500 subs. So that was a positive thing, and my views obviously going up. That was actually really good as well, and it really felt like that my YouTube channel was actually really taking off and moving up, and it still is at the moment. So obviously, there's a still a long way to go, and more like and other things like doing other things on my channel, like trying to do more movie reviews. Although I don't do as much as I would like to do, but I've done some. So there's been some positive things there, and there's been a lot more video gameplay, which again I'm still hoping to do a lot more. So there could be a room for improvement in there. And general speaking, just getting other things done. The only kind of downside with the 2023 was where things with my health and stuff, which is a constant battle and still constant going on. But that's been kind of a real struggle. I mean, I won't obviously bore people with what's been going on because you know you don't want to bog down people with your own problems. But yeah, that's been a bit of a real struggle, and also there's been a few deaths in the family, close family members. So that's been a real it's been really tough and still is, especially obviously around the Christmas time. So 2023 couldn't come to an end for me. I'm really hoping that the year 2024 is going to be much better. Although um, people always say it's a fresh start, a fresh new year. But I'm a bit optimistic. I'm not a kind of person where I kind of do New Year's resolutions, because I'm not that kind of guy. Because most people that I see that say that they do it for a couple of weeks and then they slip back to their old habits again. It's kind of like people sit there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this diet. I'm gonna do all these diets," and they do it for a couple of weeks and then it's gut, and then they slowly slip back to their old ways again of not doing it. So I just prefer taking each day as it comes along. So um, that's me. But as before, I'm hoping this year is going to be a much better year than last year. So I haven't been doing as many. Although I have been uploading videos, some of the videos I've been doing have been I have uploaded have been older videos that I've done from a while back now. So a couple of videos were from last Christmas, and like for example, God War Ragnarok, which I forgot I had. Which is not kind of trying to be ignorant or anything, but sometimes I'm the kind of person where what I do is I stockpile videos and then I upload them at a time, but then they slowly start to build up, and then you forget that you've kind of got them, or you think you've uploaded them anyway, and you eventually check you haven't. So God of War Ragnarok was from Christmas 2022, so I kind of do apologize for that. But obviously, it being I released it around the Christmas period anyway. Well, a couple of days ago. It will still feel a bit recent. Um, Christmas was kind of really good to me in terms of um, getting things. Although for me, although it's nice to get Christmas gifts and stuff, it doesn't really bother me in terms of getting things now. Go obviously because you can get things whenever you want if you've got the money to. And obviously with being older and stuff, for me it's more about spending time with family and stuff rather than getting gifts. So if I got nothing, then that wouldn't have been so much of a problem for me. But yeah, I did quite well, and over the coming weeks, you will see my Christmas haul and what I've got. I think I've uploaded one or two things that I have got, and I've done a few videos of some things I've got. There's one particular item that I got. All I would give you a clue on is it's a collector's edition, which I was very shocked and surprised that I actually got given for Christmas. And I'm really looking forward to doing a video on that, which you will definitely will see, and I hope people will enjoy it. All I'll say is that there are some people who do have this particular item, so I'm a little bit behind the curb with this particular thing, but it's better late than never, as they say. Um, so you see that. Um, what I'm hoping to do for 2024 is I want to do a lot more of my Twitch streaming. In a while, I'm gonna do maybe an hour's worth of streaming of the game Starfield, because at the moment now I've got Game Pass. Well, I've got it for about 2 weeks before it runs out. I've had it for a month because I won a 1 month subscription to Game Pass, and I was playing GTA 5, the Xbox Series X version. Although they keep re-releasing some of the versions of that, and I've always, it, for me, I'll have a quick little note on that. You can definitely tell with the next gen version of GTA 5 that graphically and it looks a little bit more detailed, but not majorly different, but it does look a lot more detailed and more textures in it and stuff, and seems to load it a little bit faster. And especially with the background and the level of detail is second to none, but again, not a huge jump from the Xbox One and PS4 version of it. But my only biggest complaint, like two complaints with that game is, I think the controls aren't kind of great. Although I know you can do things like you can improve your driving skills, your flying skills, and your shooting skills, you can upgrade that. It still feels a bit funny. It doesn't feel smooth, and I wish they had improved. And also with the AI, especially with the AI other cars that drive around there, they're a bit idiotic. Which, to be in all fairness, right, it's done that in all of the GTA games where it's kind of been a bit ropey for me. So that's my kind of little 10 cents about that game. But I did get to play it before they took it off of Game Pass, which I do find a bit. That's my because they did have the Xbox Series X version of it and the Xbox One version of it. So they had both. I've never played with GTA Online. It's not my cup of tea, and really I don't really play a lot of online games. Where most of it's to do, obviously you have to have the memberships to sit there and play, whether it's on Xbox, Switch, or PlayStation, and then two, you have to have pretty good internet speed to play half these games online, and you're better off, and because mine's all like wireless, you're better off from having it connected wired, right, using the Ethernet cable, which I can't, which is a bit of a pain in the ass to do. So it's kind of really and I can't really get into it. The only times I've been able to is when back in the day when I used to be really used to be heavy into Call of Duty, when on Black Ops 1 on the PS3 and Modern Warfare 2. When I used to play Vol's games, and that's when I used to be really used to go online. But I don't know. Obviously, it made it easier for the fact that on the PS3 online was still is free. So, you know, it kind of made it a little bit easier to spend, you know, to dedicate time to it. Whereas now, obviously, there's some, if you've got multiple different consoles and the memberships are expensive, even just for a month. Luckily, I said before, I won a 1 month Game Pass Ultimate through the Doritos promotion, and I thought I had a couple of codes that still worked. Of Game Pass or Ultimate codes, 1 month codes that I had, but they don't seem to work anymore. I don't know whether they've expired or not. And there used to be a way how you could get the codes cheap on eBay, but now that's something but I need to get them for a very decent price. But now they don't seem to be doing them like that anymore, unfortunately. So you know, it's really kind of expensive. So I don't play games online anymore, to be honest. So, but yeah, I managed to get to play that. I do know they add Game Pass this month to what they added in January for towards the end of it. They added some pretty good games in there, like they put Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I do own on the PS4. I think I got a special edition version of it. Now, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm still gonna play it. I think mainly because one is I'll get good practice of it before I do a proper playthrough of it, because I did do the Tomb Raider reboot. I did a walkthrough of it, or playthrough, whatever you want to call it. It's on that's on my YouTube channel. And then thirdly, by play, well, obviously it's gonna be free now. Thirdly, I'll get the game points so if I'll get achievements, so that will give me a achievement boost, and then obviously I haven't bought the game, so I'll get a little bit of practice at that. So I'm going to do that again. As I said, I'm going to try Starfield in a minute, so I'll do. I don't know how long. Also, I'm not going to clock it before my Game Pass runs out. So I'll do as much as I can until the next time I get Game Pass again, and I'll do some more of that. So I'll sit there and see what the fuss is about, because obviously I've seen a lot of controversy with the game, with a lot of PlayStation fanboys seem to be really upset over it and then slagging it off. And to me, I think it's more due to do with the fact that obviously that it was going to be on all platforms, obviously not Switch, obviously. And then obviously as soon as Microsoft bought out Bethesda, obviously it became an Xbox exclusive, and now all the people have turned in it. So I think that's what the problem is, which I don't get, again, with the fanboy wars with certain things, because for me, I'm lucky that I've got all the consoles, so I get to play the best of all three worlds, aside from Steam and PC. But so for me, whichever, if there's a game that's multi-platform, whichever one, say between the next gen games, between the Series X and the PS5, whichever say a particular game is running better or is cheaper, I can buy it on whichever system, and it works totally fine for me. And then plus you get to play the particular PlayStation exclusive games, say like God of War or of The Last of Us on PlayStation. And obviously with Nintendo, you got Zelda and Metroid and Mario. Obviously, you get to play those worlds, and then on Xbox, you get to play like Halo and Forza and Gears of War. So you get the best of all three worlds. Again, I have a problem with people just preferring one system. That, because everyone's got unique, different tastes, and obviously money as well. But I just don't get all these silly fanboy worlds. So I'm looking forward to trying out Starfield maybe for the first hour of it, and seeing what that's like. And then I've been playing the new Forza, obviously Motorsport, which is really which I'm actually really enjoying. It does seem a lot harder than the previous Forza. I think they've just restarted. I was serious, because the previous one, I think, was called Forza Motorsport 7. This one's just called Forza Motorsport. So I'm gonna do as much as I can on that before my Game Pass runs out, and obviously I'll do that on Twitch, and then upload the videos to YouTube. Well, I'll export them to YouTube. And speaking of Twitch, I'm trying to do more streaming on Twitch. So if you've got access to Twitch, you can find me on Ryan Ricardo 76. That's the same name that is on my YouTube channel. I can't really give you on dates on particular days or times when I stream, because sometimes it's dependent on my moods and whether or not I'm not doing anything, or whether or not my health is kind of all right and I'm not tired. So if you and to subscribe to my channel on there, it's free. So it's not as if that you have to what's the word, pay for to get access to my channel. It's there. I'm only on 37 at the moment, so to get affiliated, you need over 50 subs, and then obviously you need to have the viewership count. So I'll put the link pardon me, in the video description there again. And I might do some video in the future, some advertisements to say that I will be streaming at the moment on YouTube, on Twitch, which I don't know if it's going to make any difference. But as I said, you can find me on there on Ryan Ricardo 76. So I said before, if you can't remember it, it's exactly the same as my YouTube channel, and in fact the avatar pic that's on it's exactly the same. It's got the picture of the Flash on there, so you can't kind of miss it. What are my plans for 2024? Pretty much the same, really. I'm hoping to do more movie reviews. It's not necessarily going to be new stuff. Things like Fast X, as they call it, it's just currently been premiered on Sky Movies, so I'm going to watch that, and maybe I might do a review of that. I need to do more TV reviews as well. Currently I'm watching Reacher season 2, up to episode 6 at the moment, so I don't know if there's 8 or 9 episodes in there. So that been really enjoying that. You would have seen me do my video short of Iron Man, from the 1966, and I've got the Captain America, the series of that, and I'm trying to remember Captain America and Thor. So I might watch the rest of them. I finished up watching the A-Team season 1, which I've watched as a kid on reruns, and I had to do these for ages. Mine is fun, but I should really enjoy that. I did do ages ago, small season 1 review, so I need to do season 2 eventually at some point. I want to do a lot more of my comics, although I do from time to time. I want to do a lot more of them, especially my classic comics. Need to do a lot more of those. Um, I do have quite a lot of comic graphic novels that I've got. I've got quite a lot of them. So I want to do videos around that, but obviously it's dedicating the time to just doing those individual videos. So I'm gonna do those hopefully in 2024. Obviously you've seen some of my steelbook collection 1 or 2. I'm gonna sit there and be doing a lot more of vols from time to time. Obviously rant videos and live videos I'm gonna be doing them, and obviously vlogs as I do every month. I'm gonna be trying to do vols as well. I want to do a lot more obviously streaming on Twitch. A lot more video gameplays, because I've got loads of games that I need to do. Because before, I have God of War Ragnarok, and I need to do the previous God of War, which I haven't even started yet. And things like Horizon Zero Dawn, I need to finish that. I think I'm on the last mission, and then there's a DLC mission, and I've been told to do the DLC mission before I do the final mission, so I need to do that. And obviously there's Horizon Forbidden West, which I need to get, and that's obviously they released a new version, a complete edition similar to what I've already got, which will have all the DLC, so I need to sit there and get that. Death Stranding Director's Cut, I want to get that at some point, but obviously the price of that. Stray, I want to get a new play for that, because obviously you're playing as a cat, and I've got my cat on myself, so and I do like the actual game from what I've seen of it, so I want to do that. As for I'm almost finishing up. I need to finish up Resident Evil 4. I'm towards the end of that, so I want to do that. I bought just for Christmas. I bought Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 HD, which I want to do a playthrough of, but I'm going to have to practice those games, because I'm extreme. Resident Evil 4 HD I can play pretty much with my eyes closed, but Resident Evil 5 and 6 HD, I haven't played those on PlayStation for years, so I'm really kind of rusty in those games and knowing what to do. So I want to play those games properly, even though I more or less get a hang of it. Don't have to be perfect on practicing it, but I more or less want to practice doing that before I do the proper playthroughs of that. I still need to do a playthrough of Resident Evil 2 remake, which I own. I know, and Resident Evil 3 remake as well. So you got a ton of Resident Evil games to look forward to me eventually doing. And I do have Resident Evil Code Veronica HD as well, which I've had originally on. I've got the original version on the PlayStation, and I bought the HD version on Xbox, so we've got that. So and I need to do some of the catch up on the Halo games, the Gears games. There's plenty of Xbox games that I need to play, and there's even some that I bought in the sales for Christmas, which you will see those individually and in their unboxing videos, and also PlayStation and PlayStation 5 games. Oh yeah, also Resident Evil 8, or Resident Evil Village as it's known as. I need to do that as well. I've got the PS5 version of that, so you got that to look forward to. I've got a couple of Blu-rays that I still need to film the unboxing of. Well, there's 1 or 2 I got for Christmas, Again, you will see those videos, up and coming videos. Again, as I said, graphic novels, comics, because there's a ton of stuff, and that I'm look that you got to look forward to throughout the year. And then who knows where 24 will take us in terms of any pickups that I find along the way. And what I'm really happy about is my I've done a few Apple videos. In reality, I would love to do more Apple videos, because I know there's a lot of because I'm a big Apple fan, and I know that that's popular with some people, and especially on YouTube. But obviously the Apple products, they tend to be very expensive, and also depending on whether or not A, you've got the money to buy it, and then two, if it's a product that you actually want. I did do unboxing of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Did a detailed unboxing of that and the case for it. A lot of people seem to think, telling me to enjoy the actual phone, where in fact it's actually my brother's phone. It's not my actual phone. I would love to have the 15 Pro Max, simply because it's just a bigger phone, and so there's more real estate on the screen, and obviously the fact that it's got a better battery life. I do have an iPhone. I did buy an iPhone 15 Pro, no, an iPhone 15 Pro, which I do need to do the unboxing of. I've actually filmed it a couple of weeks ago. I just need to upload it, so maybe I might do that this week. So you'll see my phone, and maybe I might do a little bit of a follow-up video in terms of like 1 month later about the actual what I feel about the phone. But what I can tell you is the current phone I'm filming on now, which is the iPhone 12 Pro. I really am enjoying the 15 Pro, just because the titanium body does feel a lot lighter. The camera, if you compare the back of the camera with the 12 Pro, obviously I know there's a 13 and 14 Pro, but when you compare it to the current phone I've got now, to the 12 Pro to the 15 Pro, the camera side of it is virtually night and day. The battery life seems to be a lot better, and the pictures in it seem to be a lot smoother. You know, it was already good in the 12 Pro. And the dynamic island in it, actually, it looks really nice, and most of all, and so that looks really good. Just getting used to that in terms of how they've integrated that into the phone, and obviously the new action button. And obviously now they're using a Type-C connection now, so obviously, because people know that I have always had a problem with the lightning cable, which I never kind of really liked. So now they're going to Type-C now, so that's kind of fantastic. So yeah, look forward to that, and again I might do a follow-up video on that. I also did an Apple iWatch Series 9, which was the 45 millimeter model with the standard GPS and the added cellular functionality that added to it. The one reason of all, obviously with adding this cellular functionality in it, you obviously have to get another price plan to add to that. Although currently I don't have that, I'm the kind of person where I like to have all the options and then not use them, then want an option, but you can't use the option because it's not integrated into that particular product. So I've got the option to use the cellular functionality of the watch if I want to, well, or when I'm ready to. And I did do so those two videos, the iPhone Pro Max and the Series 9 watch, and in terms of views, they've done very well. And that's what I want to do kind of more of. In things like in the future, I want to do stuff to do with cars, because I'm a grease monkey. I really love cars. I've seen a lot of YouTubers that have done cars. I'm not an expert in how all the moving parts work, but I would love to do things like that in the future, because I really do love. I've always loved cars as a kid, but with these series with these Series 9 Apple Watch, that was a little treat for myself, a little Christmas treat for myself, because I really haven't bought myself for myself for years. I haven't bought myself anything for Christmas or anything for my birthday for over 10 years. So it was my kind of little treat, and I'm really enjoying the phone. The only negative things, as I said before, is obviously that eventually they're going to release the Series 10, and then obviously buying, let's say, like watch straps for the sports band on an iPods are about, in the UK, are just under £50. And if you want to get the steel bands, we're over 100. So that that's the only kind of negative thing. And then the battery, obviously, I know there's other smartwatches that I've got better battery life. So that's one thing. But overall, as before, I bought the bigger one just because my eyesight, it was easy for me to kind of read this thing. But overall, I'm really enjoying the watch, and especially the fact you can read your blood pressure and the exercise features, and I've even had a phone call on it. Obviously when you've had my phone nearby, because obviously I've not had the cellular connection, and I've actually talked through the phone. It's made me feel like this TV show Knight Rider, where Michael Knight will be talking to Kit through his wristwatch. So I kind of felt like that. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the Series 9 watch. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do a follow-up video, and I did do a little setup video in terms of how that you know, like, you know, how easy that was, because that was really easy to set up, because I had it originally set up on the 12 Pro, and then when I finally switched to my 15 Pro, it was really I switched phones and you had to repair it, which was pretty easy to do. It was really easy to do it, which I thought, which I really loved. It was completely smooth in having to do that. But as I said before, there's so many big things that I kind of want to kind of do. But one final thing I kind of wanted to say is that about just before Christmas, that my videos were kind of a bit sporadic, because obviously we had family over, and there was a lot of them. They came just before a day before Christmas Eve, so there was a lot of having to get everything done around the house and shopping. So I was a bit slow on the uptake in doing videos, and being a bit tired, and you know, all my family around, there was, as I thought, there was a lot of them, so I had to there was a lot of so thankfully I had 1 or 2 videos that I'd stored up. So with that out of the way now, things should go back to normal again. So again, I hope everybody had a really nice Christmas and a happy New Year. And whether you've had even if you've had gone through a bad time in 2023, let's hope for everybody out there that 2024 is going to be a better year for everybody. And just want to say again, thank you for I think, to me, the best Christmas present for me, and the final note for me wasn't all the stuff that I got for me, and even before Christmas, it was, for me, it was the over the 500 subs. So I just want to say a big thank you to the YouTube subs, old and new. I know there's some people that don't subscribe to my channel, they just watch whenever, which is still great. But so if you're on the fence, subscribe, and I don't buy it. There's something for everybody on my YouTube channel, and again, I'm trying to grow my Twitch, so I will put the link for that on in the video as well, and because I do streaming on there. But yeah, there's still room for improvement that I want to leave my channel. Really do hope eventually at some point I will hit 1,000 YouTube subs. That's still a long way to go. I didn't think I'll get to 500, especially when I started for 13, but onwards and upwards, as I say. But as I said before, I really hope, really big thank you from the bottom of my heart for getting me to over 500 subs. And yeah, just let's see if we can push to the next milestone, and hopefully everybody out there has you know, a really good 2024. So I'll see you again on the next vlog next month. Bye for now.